What's up guys, Super Geek here. Today I will tell you about this awesome app called Standby Mode Pro. It's a really amazing app, and what it does is it basically brings the original iOS 17 standby mode on your Android smartphone. And it's not some kind of cheap knockoff. It's a really well built app which bring all the features of the original iOS 17 standby mode on your Android smartphone. And the best part is that it's free to install on any Android smartphone. I even find some features on this app which are not even available on the original iOS 17 standby mode. And that's what we're going to explore today. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So once you install this app from Google Play Store, by the way, the link is in the description if you want that, you need to set it up for the very first time. And once you do, you will be presented with this amazing and beautiful standby mode on your Android smartphone. And like I said, it comes with all the features of the original iOS 17 standby mode on your Android smartphone. So let's go through them all one by one. So as you can see, this default setup looks exactly like the one on the iOS 17. On the left, you get this clock. On the right, you get this date or calendar. And these both are separate widgets, just like on the original one. So you can scroll between different clock, as you can see on the left, and you can scroll between different widgets on the right. And not only this, you get to choose between different standby modes. So as you can see, it shows only the clock, and there are even some different ones that you can choose from. You can even swipe to get this amazing different looking clock style. So as you can see, you can also use your phone as a media player, and it looks amazing. So let's go back to the default setup, as you can see here. So just like the original iOS 17 standby mode, you can tap and hold on the left or right to change the widgets. And if you tap the plus button, you will be able to add more clocks or even calendars, medias, battery, and weather. There are a lot of widgets that you can choose from. And let's go back, tap done. On the right, you can do the same thing. You can add or remove widgets, just like so, right? Tap done, and you can scroll between widgets. So I love this setup. This is my favorite setup. On the left is this amazing animated clock, and on the right are my gallery photos that are shuffling around, and it looks fantastic. Now on the next setup, you have this beautiful big clock on your screen. So this is the digital clock version. So you get all the digital clocks. There is even an analog clock version, which I'm going to show you later. So on the next setup, you'll find this different kind of clock, and you can swipe between different color combination. So on the next setup is this clock again, this digital clock, but this is a really customizable clock. So as you can see, if you tap here, you'll find this setting icon. If you tap on that, you will be able to customize this clock. You can change the colors, including background, and you get to choose different fonts. And once you do that, just tap back and you're done. So on the next one, you'll find this media player. So whatever media player is running in the background, it will show you the controls of that media player here, and some information like the album art, some controls, and the seat bar. Well, the seat bar doesn't work, it just shows you the progress of the music. The next setup is my favorite. So what it does is basically shuffles your gallery photos, and on the bottom right corner you have this beautiful clock with the calendar, and it will look really good as a desk clock. So there are some customization on this too. So if you tap on the left, there comes the settings, and you can change the duration of the photos. You can change the photos that you want to put here. And if you swipe up on this screen, it basically changed the shuffling pictures to a video, a live feed of the Earth from International Space Station. So moving on, as you can see, this setup is basically the analog clock. And if you swipe, you'll get this digital clock. This is the weather. So let's go into the settings. So all you have to do is just pinch in, and you will be into the settings mode. So as you can see, there are a lot to configure in these settings, and as you can see on the top is the adjust brightness settings. So you can do it manually, if you want it in the lowest brightness possible or the highest brightness possible, you can do that. Or if you turn this off, to use your phone's automatic brightness feature. There is this burn-in protection feature, which of course, if your phone has an OLED display, there are more chances to get burn-in on the display. So it's better to enable this feature. Then there is this temperature unit. If you want it in Celsius or Fahrenheit, you can do that. The next is this app launch behavior. You can change how this standby mode will launch on your smartphone. So as you can see, it's also available on the lock screen. So even if your phone is locked and you put your phone in charging, the standby mode will pop right up. And there is this even quick launch mode. The best option is this charging plus landscape. So if you put your phone in charging and your phone is in landscape mode, then the standby mode will pop up. So this is the best one, which I personally use. Then there is this charging. So if you put your phone in charging, it doesn't matter if your phone is in landscape or portrait, the standby mode will pop right up. Then there is this auto close. So this is a really neat feature. So this auto close feature will allow you to change the behavior of the standby mode once you start interacting with your device. So as you can see, there are two features: auto close on portrait and auto close on unplug. So if you pick up your phone from the charging dock, the app will detect that your phone is in portrait mode and will close the standard mode right away. Then there is this unplug. So if you remove your phone from charging, the standby mode will turn off. Then there is this night mode. So what this does is it adds a red tint to standby mode, which makes it easy for your eyes to look at. You can change the red tint strength. You can change night mode brightness by yourself, or you can schedule the night mode just like I did here. Then there is this lab. So these are the experimental features. This one is called Duo in Portrait. So what this does is, if you pick up your phone, there is going to be a small icon on the screen. If you tap on that icon, the standby mode will turn portrait. And as you can see, it doesn't look really good. So I recommend you to keep this feature off. So that's how you can get the iOS 17 standby mode on your Android smartphone without spending a single penny. However, there are some locked features in this app which you can unlock by paying about 120 rupees. And I don't think that's a bad deal at all. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you liked the video. Hit the like button, get subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one.